quick video about gratitude game. And a lot of guys, there's so many different ideas out there about game and what is game and relationships and pickup and seduction. And some of these words don't even make sense to guys. They don't have any experience at it or any knowledge or awareness of it. And some just have some. It has to be explained to them. And how some guys will also kind of group all things in that, like the spiritual game and the money game, and it's like the game of life. It'd be like, it's so avoiding the subject of women. And I get it, somewhere along the way they adopted some idea. Well, some of them adopted the idea of it's not all about women. Life isn't all about women, and so I can't measure my life on that. And it's like, that's right, but I'm not asking about your life. I'm asking about your game. At some point, I may ask about your life, and then I'm not gonna, So it's avoiding that because guys are really trying to bypass the route of learning how to communicate, learning how to put yourself in situations, how to navigate those situations. They avoid situations where there's women, so they just never even cross paths. They'll rely on dating apps or Instagram. Like, dudes will take like extravagant vacations and take pictures of infinity pools with big spaces around them. Okay, I get that's conveying something, and you're gonna be such a provider and a sugar daddy, and like that's what it is. But we got nothing going for you. You got no relationships that you can showcase. Friends, guys and girls. And gratitude is a big theme that comes from, for me, it's that old saying of change everything that happens to you happens for you. That's a gratitude. It's sup fam. It's appreciation of everything as it is. And that's the perfection of God. That's the cause and effect. If you appreciate and are grateful for everything that is, you're in the Tao. The cause and effects don't affect you. So then you can you can cause to exist from a place of being unaffected. So it recreates the universe anew. So it's not the result of karmas and samskaras, it's fresh present cause. And that cause will be righteous and good and not create suffering. So gratitude for all that is will get you to a place. Favorite philosopher. From what time period? All time periods, including living, or what? That's a big question. And what is it? You mean a philosopher that's self-proclaimed philosopher? Because everybody is speaking and living the philosophy of their life. So, yeah, I'm curious what you'd say about those before I answer you. Feeling gratitude is hard. I practice game and I've learned a lot, but it's still difficult to truly feel gratitude. Well, yeah. You start wherever it's easy. So it's easy that you have a phone with internet right now. It's easy that you can have a conversation. It's great. You can be grateful that you're having a conversation about gratitude. That you can breathe.
Yeah.
That you can see. That you can hear. That you're alive.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, I don't feel grateful that I'm alive. Well, okay, if you're in a place that you can't feel gratitude for anything, then it's a bit absurd. I've been in pretty deep, dark places, and I can be grateful I'm alive. And in times where it was so dark, where I was not grateful to be alive, that's definitely dark, Well, I don't know if that's where you're at. If that's where you're at, then I can give you a piece of advice. Okay, people are commenting. Ones with somewhat profound literature and regarding teachings. Now, here's a question then. And regarded teachings. So, does the literature need to be written by them or written by others? That would make a difference in my answer. This guy just wanted a simple question.
Oh, what was the question?
What's your favorite philosopher?
Oh.
I don't know. You want to, why? Also, you want to bypass but...
What is?
Ones that somewhat profound literature and regarded teachings. Can y'all see my chats? Yes. So, okay, so I don't know if you're going in that deep darkness, but I would just, you're denying yourself something. Just enjoy indulgence and pleasure right there. I would say eat some ice cream, smoke
Yeah.
some weed. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like shift your state with some chemistry, and then find some gratitude.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'd say. Which has had an effect on you the most? Well, I live with AZD, and I think AZD is the foremost living philosopher because he's at the cutting edge of game and relationships and communication that happens between men and women. I think it's the weak link of society everywhere in every culture that I've looked at, and which is every culture. The only exception that it wouldn't be would be like actually tribesmen in like Africa or South America, or whatever. But they're so deficient in other areas. I mean, there's something I respect about that. Obviously, that's very cool. And there's a part of me that wishes I was in that tribe, like until the realness of it. Maybe that, but I don't know. They may not be aware of their suffering because they don't know what else, other experiences. But that's cool, man, to be like disconnected. Are you Christian? I'm a follower of Christ. I wouldn't say Christian because I think that's loaded with a lot of connotations. And so I studied the Bible. Christ is my big bro. I believe in God. I know God. And, but I could tap in with any. I'm not like so tight about that.
Yeah.
Same here. Very true man. Which is, okay. Yeah, so I would say that. But AZD also hasn't written anything. So I have books of AZD. And, but that's, the Bible, he didn't write that. The Yoga Sutras, he didn't write that. Buddha didn't write about Buddha. Everybody wrote about them.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just what it is. And, but L. Ron Hubbard wrote.
Right.
So, some guys are writers, some guys aren't.
Right. Wow.
Yes, Jesus loves you. All right. Thank you. So,
I love your response.
gratitude. Gratitude.
Gratitude, exactly.
Gratitude. Very good. Okay, so that's some goodness. A lot of guys, PSA, donate your time to your local food bank. No. Happy Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Oh, man. Men's Health Awareness.
Men's mental.
That did nothing to
Double
make me
men.
more aware of that at all, except that was a thing that nobody really celebrates that. What is that? Should there be a month for that? That's just another system to like box us into
Yeah.
so that
They must double up awarenesses per month. There must be like 10
there's
things.
too many awarenesses every month.
Like 10 per.
What's something hard you overcame in? What's a Chad? The guy said, what a Chad. I think he's calling me a Chad, but I don't know what a Chad is. Probably some really bad thing. What's something hard you overcame in?
Weird British insult.
Every day I overcome weaknesses in my character and my ego. Need to control or desire to control things that, play God, basically. So, I have a lot of bad habits and bad decisions of my past that, I overcame, and it's a continual upgrade. So, I used to use all kinds of bad drugs, for example, and that was destroying my ethics, my sense of right and wrong. Right? So, I still smoke weed. I'm a little high right now because I smoked a joint not long ago, and it's been a long time since I smoked a joint. But I feel tapped in, also grateful. So,
Totally.
for me, let's say I'm grateful I have these accounts to stream to. I'm grateful I have a beautiful woman that brings me food, and she's about to massage the fuck out of my feet. It's gonna be amazing because I've been walking a lot today. And we're gonna watch a great movie. I'm so grateful. And it's like, well, those are sense pleasures. Well, that's what I mean about start simple. Start what's right in front of you. You will become grateful for all the memories of your past and all the traumas and all the abusers. You will, because that's very,
It's true.
very powerful to be grateful for your experiences.
It's
And
beautiful.
probably more powerful because gratitude is kind of a hack. But forgiveness is also a hack. different kind of hack, more powerful actually, because I think gratitude is just very step by. It is very small steps that you can. It's almost like Buddhism, versus forgiveness is like Christianity. And forgiveness, you can't forgive the internet, forgive these cell phones. Like I would be grateful for these cell phones. I can't forgive these accounts. Like you're not forgiving arbitrary little insignificant things. When you do forgiveness, you're doing
Right.
something that's more profoundly affecting you. Versus gratitude is like a ground up, like, okay, what's right in front of me? Grateful, 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 and you become grateful. And at the highest levels, you become grateful for those same things that you'd be forgiving. And that's
Yeah.
why it is like it'll get you there, but you know, come at it from all angles. That's how you make a pyramid, not just one side. Okay?
So how do you know if you like really forgave someone or if you just are saying it? Like I forgive you. How do you know for sure that you forgave?
Do you have hate, or do you have hate or anger, resentment? You know, that's why a fellowship or a sisterhood or whatever is important because you
Yeah.
can reflect some things on that.
Yeah.
And if they are mostly righteous, at least, then you know you'll get to see yourself that you'd have to be a very aware practitioner to, or have a man,
Yeah.
you know, that you trust
Yeah.
that can point out your face that you know you'd have to look in the mirror and be like I'm turning evil
Yeah.
and dark with these things. So
Totally.
I'm grateful, or I forgive. um yeah, wouldn't have resentment, would not have any more stories playing out about that person or the situation. Like
Okay.
it would clear that. Forgiveness clears
All right.
the heaviness of it.
All right.
So yeah. Okay, and then there were some comments here. Rookie. Jesus Christ, dude, dope picture behind you. Yes, my woman made that actually. We should put that on Etsy.
Yeah.
You made that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should sell that graphic.
Yeah.
Stamp, put like a some logos on it so people can't copy it, and then sell the graphic
Yeah.
for like $7 or something.
Oh, just the photo that
Just the
people can
photo.
get the
People
canvas
can
of it.
buy the
Yeah.
photo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
And just put all kinds of stamps on it so that people can't just hijack the photo
Yeah.
and then sell it.
Yeah.
And then they can make it. And then you can even have an upsell. I'll even make you the canvas for it.
Totally. Yeah, because I don't know what it was with the canvas. The canvas itself was like $50. Not even.
Right. Yeah, that's a dope picture. So I want you to do that right away.
Okay.
Okay, I want that sold.
Cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Sounds good.
Let's see. YouTube, you guys are commenting a lot. That's pretty cool. Hail Satan. Okay. Gratitude is one of the most important things to have. Okay. Yes. And as I like the word gratefulness more than having gratitude. When it comes to having, I don't have gratitude.
Grateful.
I have gratefulness. But I don't know if that's even a word. Rookie, as many great minds have said, there is beauty in suffering, always something to be grateful for. Yeah, I don't know if they say there's beauty in suffering, but so there's
Maybe like
potential for beauty in suffering.
overcoming suffering is like.
Yeah, Marcus Aurelius was like, there's nothing more beautiful than watching a powerful man overcome adversity.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's that, but it's how they endure suffering, because seeing suffering is not, I mean, but yes,
Yeah.
in all things, God is there and aesthetics is there. It's a perspective of the same
Right.
universe. It's a perspective. You're shifting perspective. It doesn't change what is,
Yeah.
but it's a quantum universe. So yeah, your feelings and thoughts about it will change how you magnetize everything around you, and for a
Wow.
long distance, actually.
For a long distance.
Yeah, it's not even just what's right in front of you. Toby, one profound spiritual truth you know for inner peace.
Drop your tongue.
I didn't ask you. Get the
You
fuck
don't
off
got
my
me.
stream. That would be a mechanical truth for inner peace.
Yeah.
A spiritual truth for inner peace is that God knows my thoughts and God knows my feelings. Guys, on YouTube or whatever, Instagram, TikTok, go to the bio or descriptions and join up. IMC Base 1. You remind me of Elias Kata. I don't know who that is.
Well, we should look it up.
Why? I don't care.
Okay.
Okay, so I think that's about it, right? A bunch of views over here. Oh, there are some. Looks like a couple comments right here. Did you ever look into philosophy like Carl Jung or Nietzsche? No, and here's why. I never met a person that I respected that talked about them.
Interesting.
Yeah, I only met sloppy individuals, pieces that were psychological messes that, you know, were talking about that stuff. So I've heard it referred to by many people.
Well,
Ron Hubbard talks about it, and Jesus never talked about them.
you're
I know. Okay. The Overman and all the different archetypes. No, yeah, so I don't know about those. Could be a cool conversation, you know, to find corollaries or whatever, but I just do what works and what is referred to me down the line, down the lineage, and there is some certain exploration that happens. But yeah, found definitely better ways, you know, I would recommend if you want to understand the mind, LRH 1955, LRH 1955. But, you know, it'll probably go over your head, most likely. Okay. Appreciate you. Levi, talk about darkness, bro. Gotta get your head out of the darkness. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Gratitude.
I'm turning on the light.
Yeah, turn on. No, you don't do it for him. We can't turn on
Not
the light
for
for
that
you.
person, for
Oh.
our light.
Oh. Well, yeah, my light's already shining. Gratitude.
Gratitude.
Okay, everybody. See you on the next one. Os. Praise the Lord.
I was just like making a gesture what you're saying, not trying to turn